Hello and welcome to TVC News. I am Theophilus Ilama. We start this hour with the story that the European Center for Electoral Support is not stepping away from its obligation as the election draws nearer in Abuja. The center organized a peace walk to sensitize voters and the importance of coming out en masse to vote in the forthcoming elections. We have details in this report.
There are about 2.4 million adults resident in Abuja. But only half of this figure, 1.3 million, are registered to vote in the February and March elections. Women and the disabled are the most disfranchised group in the Nigerian electoral process, and this affects the credibility and success of elections. This march and awareness creation to the center of Wuse Market is to ensure women exercise their voting rights.
One of the marginalized people in the electoral process is the women. And why are we here at the Wuse Market? Because we think that all the women who are the economic power of the country, they have the right to vote, of course, and this is why we are sensitizing all the people who want to vote, of course, but mainly women, disabled people, and IDPs too.
People to sensitize the market people where usually we have more, population gathered together at the same time to say that this is election time, this is campaign and election time, and that everybody should use their power, which is the PVC, and we are changing the narrative, we are creating the awareness, to make people know that our PVC is our power and we must vote right.
The Nigerian electoral process has always been characterized by low voter turnout, with the disabled on the receiving end. This is because there usually is no provision for them in the voting process. INEC has promised to rectify this omission in the forthcoming elections.
For those that can not see very well, like the low vision and person with albinism, there is magnified glass provided. It will be provided in the polling unit for them to be able to use and cast their vote. There is also written instruction for the deaf that they will see instruction when they go to the polling unit so that they can be able to participate in the election. And the blind, we are intervention in terms of braille guide for them to be able to participate also.
The sensitization team also visited the palace of the Aguma of Gwagwalada, where they were received by the chairman, district heads, Gwagwalada.
We are here because we want to bring to you the message on the election and the preparations towards it. First and foremost, we want the honorable leadership of this palace to be on our side in terms of campaign for peaceful election and in terms of women's participation.
We always sensitize people in Gwagwalada. We call meetings to discuss on election issues and way forward because we want elections to be peaceful. The traditional institutions ensures nobody is ignorant of the significance of participating in elections.
Voter apathy hampers the democratic process, and effective participation in this election would ensure the will of the people prevails. Moya Thomas, TVC News, Abuja.